Breaking news! On behalf of the President of the United States, we regret to announce, just kidding, this is actually very exciting. The Epstein Files Transparency Act, the long-awaited golden ticket to finally see what's in those mysterious files, has just passed the House. And not just barely, it zoomed through with a jaw-dropping 218 Republicans who voted yes, practically the whole squad. Congratulations! America once again, our two political giants, have managed to link arms in a rare moment of bipartisan kumbaya to finally release the long-awaited Epstein files. And then, one lonely, disgraced, no vote, just one, a single holdout. His excuse? At this point, honestly, who even cares? The math still drags him into the Hall of Shame. Congress is suddenly acting like a group project where everyone actually did their part. In today's age of endless political chaos, seeing lawmakers across the aisle actually agree is like spotting a unicorn doing the cha-cha. And the best part? This rare bipartisan dance is all aimed at none other than the man who made division his superpower. Trump, tonight, is probably clutching his pearls and Googling, how to hide from Congress. And just imagine, in this historic moment of unity, Speaker Mike Johnson had a golden opportunity to step forward and proudly champion bipartisan action on his watch. But nope. Instead of taking the dignified path, he sprinted in the opposite direction like a man late for his puppet rehearsal at the White House. This man bent through corners, tunnels, alleyways, and spiritual dimensions, anything to shield a bunch of horrible men who did horrific things to young girls on that hell-designed island. Very Christian of him, right? Brother Mike out here doing what would Jesus not do, speedruns. Representative Thomas Massey, yes, a Republican, told Manu Raju on CNN exactly what's happening with their House leadership. And honestly, say no more.
Does go to the Senate that Johnson is looking for a loophole for amending this. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, you have all this discussion about judicial norms. You have some lawyers in here, particularly on my Judiciary Committee, who say, oh, you don't release grand jury material, that violates judicial norms. Well, what the problem is, our judicial system has been woefully broken and corrupted over the last couple decades, and the Epstein case is an example of that. He wants to create a provision of this law that would exempt the very people we're trying to expose, which are the men who flew to Epstein Island or in New York City and raped these women. That's what the result of Speaker Johnson's legislation that he wants. Now he says, oh, we'll make sure that they are credible allegations. Well, this begs the question: is he calling the survivors who witnessed here today at the House Triangle in our press conference incredible or uncredible or unbelievable? That's the implication.
What's the impact if
This Christian nationalism Mike Johnson and his choir of pretenders keep selling is faker than a $3 Gucci bag at a gas station. Because when it comes to actual Jesus-style Christian behavior, helping the poor, telling the truth, protecting the vulnerable, they fail the test every single time. Instead, they've become the discount store prophets of doom, starving the poor, kicking neighbors when they're down, and worst of all, shielding the same men who, in Massey's own words, violated kids. And that is the cold truth on Code Blue in America, only on OGM News. I am Alex. See you again soon.
All right, friends, here's the deal. We need your support to level up our game. How can you help? Simple. Like, share, and drop a comment. Shower us with your love, your applause, or even your brutally honest displeasure. We can take it, we promise. Your feedback fuels us, even if it stings a little. And before you dash off, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Stay awesome, stay witty, and we'll see you next time.